All right, I know I'm outside and it's pretty loud next to the busy street, but I'll do my best to speak loud and clear. So this is the progress I was able to make with the first day of building this second version of the mini Maverick camper. I'm very pleased with the amount of work I was able to get done. This has taken me about 4 hours to get this far. We've got the 5/8 inch thick plywood for the floor, and then the 2x2s, I went ahead and brought these on the front and the back all the way to the edge to get that full 4 feet of the plywood from front to back, 4 feet, because that gives you the most, and that'll give you the most space for inside. And then I went ahead and had all of these 2x2s standing vertical instead of flat, lower, and horizontal. All 4 of them on the floor. And then I've got the side panel. Both side panels are 21¼ inches tall. Same with the ones in the middle. And you can kind of see the design here. The fridge is going to go right in the middle. On the other one, I had it on the side, and that was harder to pull in and out. So right here in the middle, I can just grab the handle and pull it out to access the fridge. Then on this left side, I've got 2 2x2s to support the shelf that I'll put here, which I actually already have it made. It's that piece right there. And then my power station will sit here, and I'm gonna have an access port right here where I can run my fridge cord, the power station cord out, and then in my truck I have the DC panel. Let me show you. I've got this DC panel board right here that will allow me to plug into with the power station and the fridge and charge them while driving. So I'm excited for that, and it'll make it convenient. It'll be good to have most of the weight, the power station and the fridge down low on the floor, for to keep the center of gravity lower. And it's also better because hot air rises, so both the fridge and the power station are items that you want to keep cooler, so have them lower to the ground. And then underneath this shelf will just be extra storage space. I can put plates or silverware, my electric skillet. And then on this side is where I'm planning to put the water jug and some other storage space here. You've probably noticed that this board and this board lean out from each other. And don't worry, once I put on the front wall, I'll square those up and then those will be good to go. As I've been going, I've been sanding the floor, everything. We've got a nice rounded edge on everything, trying to avoid as many splinters as possible. I'm really learning to do everything on the base at the beginning, because once everything else is built, then you got to get down on your knees, and it's harder to access stuff like securing this 2x2. I was able to stand over here and hold the 2x2 while I screwed it in on the other side. But if the whole shell was built, I'd need a second person to hold the board inside while I was on the outside screwing it in. A very helpful tip that I've been working on. So yeah, I'm getting excited for it. Let me tell you what I did for the bed. In other models, I usually have a 2x2 on the outside for the bench that's going outward, and then I have another second 2x2 on the inside to support the bed going from side to side. But I decided that I didn't need to do that. That the extra 2x2 was just extra weight and kind of in the way for when someone's sitting down. When the beds come across, I know this will be a little crazy, but I'm just gonna have it rest right on the plywood, because I'll have the bench start right at the 2x2 and go out, and then that'll leave this sheet of plywood exposed right here where the bed can rest on. But once everything's built, it's not going to be able to wiggle back and forth it'll be solid in one spot, can't move, and then the bed has to be that full length to make sure the bed does not fall through. And then also to kind of help, there in each of the 4 corners is the 2x2 here that can also kind of help support that bed and prevent it from falling down. Another thing I also changed for this model is these. Obviously in the last one I just had 1 of these, and now I have 2, which I like it to be able to separate the storage a little bit better. But here's what I also did. I also made it so they're 25 inches long instead of 24. So where the bed sits in the back, there'll still be 1 inch exposed right here and here. And so that way for the second bed that goes here, it'll be supported on both sides, and then it'll catch the lip right here, the 1 inch lip on both sides. And then also on the door area, I'll put 2 more lips, so then it'll be supported all the way around for that second bed. And there won't be any need for any more structural support. And I'm crossing my fingers that stays true. So we'll figure that out. I'm using 5/8 inch plywood for the bed. So anyways, and then also too, I already drilled the holes for the tie downs. That was more challenging to do after the shell was built because I couldn't get my drill up in here as well as I can right now. And by the way, it's 8 inches from the front 2x2 and 10 inches from the rear 2x2. And that's because the tie downs in my truck are 6 inches from the tailgate and 4 inches from the front of the truck. So that's where I decided to put the tie downs. Also, in the other camper, it was 41.5 inches wide total. And this one I made it 41 inches wide. So I took off 1/2 inch, and that will make it just a little bit easier to line the truck up and back it up under the camper. It just gives me a little extra clearance to play with. So, and then, yeah. Anyways, this is all that I was able to get done today. Something cool too is I positioned the 2x2s on the inside, all 4 of them on the inside, and then put the plywood on the outside for the fridge area, because then when I slide the fridge in here, there's already that automatic air space around the fridge to help the fridge ventilate. I hope that all makes sense. I'm pretty excited. It's coming together quickly. This is just the first day, and the last one took me roughly 60 hours, I believe, and I'm hoping to get this one done, who knows, maybe in 40 hours, just because I've already been through the first one once, and maybe I can shave off a good amount of time, but we'll see by the end. Here's what it looks like upside down. I just barely finished putting all the caulking on the screws and the seams, like right here, so that can start drying. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. If you did like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. And for more content like this, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching once again, and I hope you have a wonderful day.